In the vast silent cathedral of the cosmos, we have long assumed that we are the observers, peering through the glass of our telescopes, at a universe that exists independently of our gaze. But what happens when the universe stares back with a logic that defies every mathematical model we have ever constructed? Recently, NASA's deep space instrumentation, including the James Webb Space Telescope and various gravitational wave detectors, has intercepted signals and structural anomalies that don't just challenge our physics. They challenge our very definition of reality. Imagine standing in a dark room, feeling a presence you cannot see, a rhythmic pulse that matches your own heartbeat, only to realize the entire room is breathing. This is the sensation currently rippling through the astrophysical community. They have found something that suggests the universe isn't just a collection of dead matter and vacuum, but a sophisticated, self-organizing system that mirrors the neural architecture of the human brain. We are forced to ask, is the universe a giant thought, or is the mind a tiny universe? To understand what NASA has encountered, we must first understand the limits of human perception. Our brains are biological filters, evolved not to see the truth, but to survive. We perceive less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. We are essentially blind to the dark matter and dark energy that make up 95% of existence. When NASA points its sensors toward the Great Attractor, or the Boat's void, they are searching for the scaffolding of reality. Recently, they observed a coherent synchronization of galaxies across billions of light years. Galaxies not physically connected by any known force, yet they move in a choreographed dance, as if governed by a single, underlying intent. In neuroscience, we call this neural firing. When neurons in separate parts of the brain fire in synchrony, it creates a thought, a memory, or a conscious moment. If galaxies are behaving like neurons, then what is the brain they belong to? This discovery shatters our classical understanding of entropy. Thermodynamics tells us the universe should be moving toward disorder, yet we see an intricate, fractal-like organization that persists across scales. From the branching patterns of our dendrites to the cosmic web of dark matter filaments, the geometry is identical. This isn't just a coincidence. It is a fundamental signature of information processing. When we talk about something NASA can't explain, we are talking about the realization that space-time might be a secondary construct, a user interface, much like the icons on your computer screen. The icons aren't the reality of the computer. They are a simplified representation of complex circuitry and code. Similarly, our perception of three-dimensional objects and linear time might be the desktop our brains use to navigate a much deeper, quantum informational reality. Consider the concept of quantum decoherence. In the quantum realm, particles exist in multiple states at once until they are observed. NASA's latest data suggests that certain large-scale cosmic structures are maintaining quantum coherence at distances where they should be decoherent. This is the equivalent of seeing a wave in the ocean that refuses to break, regardless of the wind or the shore. It suggests a level of entanglement that spans the entire observable horizon. For the human mind, this is a profound metaphor. Your thoughts are not isolated events inside your skull. Every time you focus your attention, you are collapsing a wave function. Your brain is a quantum engine, constantly interacting with this cosmic field. If the universe is entangled, then your consciousness is not a byproduct of matter. It is a fundamental thread in the cosmic weave. Why does this feel so unsettling? The answer lies in our evolutionary psychology. Our brains are hardwired for certainty. We create internal models of the world to predict threats. When NASA finds something that breaks these models, it triggers a cognitive dissonance, a glitch in the matrix feeling. But this is where the beauty of neuroplasticity comes in. Our brains are designed to rewrite their own software. Just as the universe expands, our capacity to conceptualize it must also expand. We are currently witnessing a shift from materialist science to informational science. We are beginning to see that energy, frequency, and vibration, as Nikola Tesla once hinted, are the true languages of the stars. The anomaly NASA found is a pattern of radiation that follows a mathematical sequence known only to appear in biological systems. Specifically, the sequences that govern the growth of the human prefrontal cortex and the distribution of neurotransmitters. This implies that the laws of physics may be learning. In biology, we call this adaptation. In the cosmos, we might call it universal evolution. If the universe is learning, it means it is not a finished product, it is a process. And you, with your 86 billion neurons and trillions of synaptic connections, are the most complex localized expression of that process. You are the universe's way of looking at itself and asking, who am I? Many people feel small when they look at the stars, but that is a perceptual error. You are not in the universe. You are an activity of the universe. Just as a wave is something the ocean does, a human being is something the cosmos does. When NASA detects a signal they can't explain, it's because they are using the old dictionary to read a new language. They are looking for things when they should be looking for relationships. The void is not empty. It is a pressurized field of potentiality. In quantum field theory, the vacuum is actually a boiling sea of virtual particles. This mirrors the resting state of the human brain. Even when you are thinking of nothing, your brain is consuming 20% of your body's energy, maintaining a state of readiness. The universe is in a perpetual state of readiness, waiting for the next observer to give it form. The real twist in this discovery isn't out there in deep space, it's in the observer. There is a concept in psychology called perceptual set, where we only see what we expect to see. NASA's struggle to explain these new findings is a mirror of our own struggle to understand our potential. We think we are limited by our biology, our past, or our circumstances. But if the universe is a fluid, interconnected, quantum-coherent system, then yourself is much larger than your skin. Yourself extends to the furthest quasar because you are made of the same fundamental information. The stress you feel, the anxiety of the unknown, is actually the friction of your brain trying to expand. It is neuroplasticity in action. As we move forward into this new era of discovery, we must leave behind the idea of the universe as a cold, indifferent machine. Machines do not synchronize across billions of light years without a signal. Machines do not mirror the architecture of the minds that study them. We are part of a living, thinking, evolving holism. The unexplainable thing NASA found is the evidence of a cosmic mind, not necessarily a deity in the traditional sense, but a fundamental intelligence that permeates every atom. This realization should change how you wake up in the morning. If you are a localized node in a cosmic network, then your thoughts are signals. Your intentions are vectors. You have the power to influence the field around you through the sheer force of your conscious focus. This isn't single quotes woo-woo metaphysics. It is the logical conclusion of quantum entanglement and non-locality. The mind spark within you is a literal spark of the same fire that ignites stars. We are living in the most exciting time in human history. The veil between physics and philosophy is thinning. We are finally beginning to see that the darkness of space isn't an absence of light, but a presence of something we haven't yet learned to see. The anomalies NASA is finding are the first footprints of a new reality. They are invitations to stop being spectators and start being co-creators. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the frontiers of science and the depths of the human psyche here at MindSpark Science. If this exploration of the cosmic unknown and the power of your own mind resonated with you, I invite you to become a permanent part of our intellectual community. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the mysteries that define our existence. Your curiosity is the engine of our discovery. Like this video if it expanded your perspective, and share it with someone who needs to remember how magnificent they truly are. What do you think the unexplainable signals really represent? Are we looking at a cosmic brain or something even more profound? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Stay curious, stay mindful, and remember, you are the universe experiencing itself. See you in the next video.